use things like bark skin as well, Omega.
Encountered. Dispel. Dispel. Counter. Interrupt. Shockwave. Interrupt. Counter. Shockwave. Knocking back. Interrupt. Shockwave. Knocking back. Interrupt.
He's constantly leveling procs on this thing. Shammy up to the left, sorry. Shammy's constantly procs. It says reconnecting. I think it's Twitch itself.
Dispel.
Batman troops. I'm just listening to the guild discussing simming and sorting out stuff in the background. They're arguing about like changing character classes for the new season. Gingy's like, ah, fucking done my priest, it's gone. And how much like gold Omega's made. Who else is there? I got to slap him last night, fucking left, right, and centre to get a guild achievement. Yeah. So, for so the achievement I'm just linking in guild right now is the one that we got last night as a guild for killing 2,500 enemy players in an alliance home city. We started this event off at just under 1,700. We started off by going to the auction house in Stormwind as a group of 4 of us, which was me, Bragg, Omega, and Frosty. And we started to kill the alliance in Stormwind around the auction house. It was going pretty well until they decided to mass gang up on us, and there was actually about 8 or 9 of them that was all heavy geared that jumped in on it, and a couple of low level ones that thought they'd been smart and they get bitch slapped and thrown to the side. And then somewhere in the midst of it, there was this light bulb moment of, hang on a minute, Frosty's got alliance characters, Bragg has got alliance characters, oh wait, Omega has got an alliance character. When an alliance dies in Stormwind, the graveyard is at the back of Stormwind in the city. Whereas if a horde dies in Stormwind, they get fucking sent all the way out to the edge of the map. So I stood at the graveyard with consecration as they spawned and died and spawned and died and spawned and died, and we got the guild achievement. Right, Zaneer's coming along in a minute. I think she's just sorting out some stuff. There's DK. Well, Bacon's in the group, so I'm hoping that Bacon's going to come onto Discord. No, he's not on yet. Oh, actually, Bacon's off, so I'm assuming he's not coming. I'll explain how we're going to run this once we get everyone on Discord. It'll just be a couple of minutes, she's just sorting out some stuff. I don't know. I don't know if she's back home yet. And Frosty's running late. Oh, Frosty's just coming actually. He's just put on Twitch. Alright. Yeah, it normally is. Well, this is the other thing, like, regardless of what we actually do, it is still a guild event night. So we would still expect the same number of people to turn up regardless of what we do. It's just a change of venue opposed to a change of day. Ahead of the curve is one of them. Who just came on? Oh, it's nobody. Right, let me go inside. So we need to do the first boss and then we can skip to the back end of the raid for Razagath. Yeah.
It's up to you if you want to keep going. What do you want me to stick the film on? Let's leave it at that time now.
Because guild ranks are currently being moved in preparation for the new season. So as part of the announcement that went out the other day there, the first change was to remove the guild bank, and it does say that there will be other stuff to come. There is a lot of new changes pre-patch, pre-season, which we have spoke about as a guild. We spoke about them actually on our last event night, which I think was... Did we do actually? We done it post-raid on Wednesday. It was post-raid because we were all in Castle Black for it. Right, can two folk help summon Zinnia? Because she's just switching over by the looks of it. Oliver. I did? No, it's just my face was behind it. Right. Happening. Let me just...
Access this.
What the fuck?
So that I can access this.
Take it. Oh, the big booming mic. Right. Do.
It's not detecting it. No. It's got an error code.
Right. Printer will be on after he said dinner. So that'll give us an extra DPS. Right, a quick overview of how this works in terms of how we're going to get this tonight, or how we're going to aim to get it. For it to be classed as a guild group, there needs to be, I think it's 80% of the group is from the guild, which means it gives a little bit of flex room to invite a couple of pugs should we need them. What we're going to do first is do the first fight, we'll then skip, we'll go and do Broodkeeper, and then from there we go up to the platform for Raz. So we'll do this part as a guild to get to there, and then we'll do a couple of pulls to see where we're sitting before we then look at bringing in pugs. We want to try and keep it that we are hitting the borderline of it being a guild group run, so that it triggers the achievement for the guild. Then we move on to the heroic one, which we're not really bothered about getting the guild achievement on. We'll then try and just get everyone the heroic Razagath kill, which then gives you the head of the curve achievement. Like Bragg said at the beginning, the head of a curve achievement will go at the start of the season, or the end of this season, which is the first week of next month, not the second week, and then the new season starts the second week. You can still get the normal achievement, which is that you've killed Draz on Heroic, but the ahead of the curve will be removed after the end of the month. And the cutting edge achievement, which is if you were to do it on Mythic, gets removed at the same time as well. So the aspiration is to at least get ahead of the curve achievement for everyone as a personal thing, and we'll worry about the guild stuff for Heroic as a later thing. It's not as big as important. Yeah. Right, so I'll find out once we get to it. There's a couple of photos not done them, but I'll give them out. So, I don't think Bacon's coming along, mate. So I was going to ask if you can tank. That's the first thing. We can certainly come back to it at the end. If I need a drink, I need to go to Dathia on Heroic. Right. In terms of our ratio numbers, we're probably 1 over on DPS right now, but that's fine. We can run with that. That's up to date. Frosty, Matty, and the last, your GTFO is out of date. What about weak orders? One of those ones. What the fuck have I told you? Sheila? Who's Sheila? Sorry, say again, DK.
Did you go for side?
Right. Right then, DKs are on red, Hunters are on blue. Put Druid on Ebon. Ebon, yeah. Healers on bronze, and everyone else on blue. No, I want you on blue.
Dispel. Dispel.
In fact, we'll put Gringy on A green.
Countered. Divine shield. Interrupt.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm switching about a little. Just the spells that you have and what they do. In general concept, not much. There is a theory that the blue does more because it's arcane explosion, but right, everyone's in. No, it's on. I did do it earlier. No, it didn't come up on that one. Bear in mind, there is a global latency on it. For anybody that is wondering what they're referring to, is on my stream I have got a set of triggers that people can use whilst I'm gaming that pops up on my screen. One of them is called Cat Jam, and it pops up in the middle of my bloody screen, and somebody keeps using it. Gives a bit of interaction. Right. There you go. See, it came up there. It's not shown on the overlay in game though. It's on my screen. It's just I turned off a couple of the overlays, and there you go. See, I've just fixed my camera. Yeah, it is. It'll be up in a second. Right. Anyway, right. We're going to start.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Right. First to the key. First to the egg. Right, so we just want to clear as much out as we can along the right hand side.
Up to the left, so Shammy's comes now. Rocks. It says reconnecting. I think it's Twitch itself.
Dispel.
Right, big guy in the middle, he needs to go. We need him dead so that we can progress through. Don't worry about the guy on the bridge, he's not important and he's not going to do anything. And then the one at the top of the stairs so that we can get down there.
You need to clear this full kind of area out, otherwise it's just gonna keep coming.
What, no faith in Matty? Oh, no faith in the healers? Look, that's a bit of fucking a contradictory statement that there. Yeah, I mean, what's it all about? Look, the tank like done more DPS than Innies. Right. Yeah, that's a good question. Why is the lash doing damage whenever there's like nothing left to kill on the route down?
Ads coming.
What did you do? Eject it fucking halfway round? I mean, why didn't you put slow fall on everyone so that we could do that? Well, you're too late now. You could put slow fall on everyone. They'll levitate. Right. Right, I just need to sort the groups. Gobble gobble. Range. Shy, are you melee or range? Is it a balanced druid? Shy, are you a balanced druid or a feral? Okay. Right. We'll do roll call, answer up. Once you answer, go down to Castle Black. Before that, also run Droptimizer. You will not be able to upload it anymore. We are no longer uploading our wish list to Discord. You will need it for when we allocate loot at the end, so don't click on pass unless you actually do want to pass on it. If you do need something, you will need to put in the percentage of an upgrade from Droptimizer into RC loot count. So it's a little box that pops up saying, do you want to roll for this? You put it in at the very end. We'll deal with that at the end, but make sure you've ran your drops so that you've got it ready to go. And we don't need to ask for folk to sim them, because if you've not got it simmed in time, you just don't get the loot. Progress. So it's the exact same thing as doing it for keys, except you select Vault of the Incarnate. This is on normal just now. You want to make sure that everyone has ticked include off-spec items, because there is trinkets that are perhaps an off-spec item that's an upgrade for you, but it doesn't show in your loot table, but we can allocate it. And then all you do is click run simulation, and it will run in the background for you. That's it. Really nice and simple. Right, everyone make sure they eat the food that somebody's put down. I'm going to make the assumption it was DK. You're currently eating, that's why. The last unit eat up. Right, so nominal roll, a lash. Right, move your bum down. Frosty. Gringy. DK. Bragged. Marty. Finksy. Shy. Yes, down to Castle Black. Zinnia. And Omega. Right, before we kick off, if you're listening to music, make sure that it is low enough that you can hear callouts. And yes, I do know who's listening to music, because it shows me when you're listening to fucking Spotify on Discord. A lash. And then I don't get, huh? What? Halfway through things. Right. Right, remember, place adds behind the boss. Then stun them, cleave them down, and drag them through the boss. Don't run them around the room, don't fucking kite them off the side, drag them through the boss. We do not go after adds individually until the boss is getting to the centre.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Right, I just bring it back. And Bloodlust.
Bloodlust. Power infusing.
Yep, so I'm going to just
AOE incoming.
go around. So place the adds behind the second. So adds behind. And then use run through. Stay away from the pillars.
Jack high.
Haunted.
Yep, swap. And just keep going for the boss, don't go for the adds.
AOE incoming.
Stay out the fire,
Shockwave.
out the cone. Drag him forward a bit. Bit more. Adds behind. Stay away from the pillar when you come
Dodge.
through. Wait till they come in a bit closer.
Incoming.
Stun. Don't let the ad hit you. Kite it round past. Drag it forward a bit more. Stay out the pillar area.
Shockwave.
Cone.
Ancestral guidance.
Place behind. Stay away from the
Jack
pillar.
high incoming.
Swap. Out the fire. Keep going for the boss. Let the ads come in. Boss is going into the centre in a second. Now we go for the edge. I'll mark it up in a second. So one in front of me. That one, it's marked in red. Don't let the ring hit you. Keep moving back. Step through, stay in the healing rain. And we'll just take a second to relax. Gets your health back up, stops you taking damage whilst it's pulsating. There's no need to chase after it, we're not chasing time on it. And back to DPSing.
Mana tide.
AOE incoming.
Power infusion. Guardian.
Lads behind. Watch the pillars you kite through.
Power infusion.
Stun them. There we go. I'll keep moving back a bit. Stay away from the pillars because they're going to explode.
AOE incoming.
Healing tide.
Shockwave.
Going. And we're done. Right, everyone look. Right. Hopefully everyone's drop optimizer has finished. Right, what we'll do is we'll hold off then. Senior, can you do the 2 pillars? Thanks, pal. So once you've done this fight, the next fight that is, 3 times, you hand in the quest, you get a skip. The skip to activate it is there's 2 pillars or 2 bits either side of the room. I'll just put markers under them. So in future, if you need to skip this yourselves, you click on those 2 things, allowing you to skip forwards. I believe. So if you haven't already handed in your quest from the quest giver, which is somewhere about here, make sure you've done so. It is actually up. Hang on, I know what the problem is here. It's because I need to do this. It'll work now. It's because I hadn't updated overlay. I need to do it. Right, so hopefully you've all got your drop optimizers done. So if a box comes up, if it's something that you do need, at the very right hand corner there's a thing that looks like a bit of paper. It's in grey with loads of line folded over at the top right corner. Click it, add the note of the percentage upgrade. Best in slot or upgrade or anything that's trashy does not count, and I will disregard it. If you don't need it, click pass. If you'd like it for transmog, you need to put a note saying mog so that I know what it is, or something to that effect. Otherwise just pass on it and we can D it and move on. Okay, so nobody wanted anything. I don't know who's actually got these items. Yep. Where's Omega? There we go. Right, we're going to go all the way up to the top. If you get fixated on by the big guys, don't let them hit you. Use your own personal stuns and CCs to keep them at bay. If you see someone else is getting hit and you can help them, then do so. Avoid the orbs. Remember and use personal mitigation and stuff as well.
Healing tide.
And then come up to the top of the stairs where we can just finish this off.
Spirit link. Divine link. Vampiric embrace. Soothe.
I don't think anything's enraged. I don't think it needs soothed.
Tranquilizing shock. Soothe.
Right, last trash pack. Yep. Again, if it's focused on you, use a CC to stop it. If you're taking damage, use your own personal mitigation.
Ancestral guidance.
I think I'd stream back up because I just got a notification to say that it was went live.
Soothe.
There we go. Right. Next part's the boss.
Could you go off the side?
It's going to be very easy. There's going to be two teams. The egg team and the ad team. DK, are you happy to do the egg team? No, you're better to be doing the ads because you've got higher DPS to do it. You've got a lot of AoE. Yep. So, DK, are you happy to do egg? Just, you're really quiet, I can't hear. Yeah, boss. You'll need to pull up a picture because it's no longer on Discord. There was one on Wowhead. For the sequence to do the eggs in. Hang on, I'll see if I can get the image. Yep, I've got the image here. Copy image. I will put this into RAID. So that's your route. And I need this one. Yeah, I will in a second. Yeah, that's sort of the basics of it. Right. I need to move groups around. Just bear with me, everyone. Zinir, I'll put you... Yeah, I'll put you with DK. And... I'll do Frosty. Frosty, are you quite happy doing eggs? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you done it with me a couple of weeks ago. Right, so if the two of you look in Discord in the raiding channel, you'll see the routes mapped out, and you start off with where the boss currently is just walking past right now. Do one set of eggs at a time and no more. Only work on one set at a time. It works far smoother if we do it that way. Right, general fight mechanics is we start off with the boss and we start attacking it. All of us do. As soon as the first wave of ads come onto the platform, everyone, with the exception of DK, Frosty and Zinir, stays on the boss. Everyone else goes and deals with the trashy ads until we get to phase 2, which is when all the eggs have been cleared off the platform, which those guys and girls will deal with. And then During phase 2, there'll be a staff, which is in Brewkeeper's hand right now. He puts it in the middle of the floor at certain parts of the fight, and lightning will come out of the staff onto a player. You run outwards, away from the raid group and away from the boss. Make sure you don't run through other players. If there is any eggs that we missed, we use that lightning to destroy the eggs in order to pick up the remaining proto-drakes. If a proto-drake is spawned, or any of the ads come within 50 yards of the boss, it starts doing AoE pulsating damage, which is why we want as many people doing the ads as we can. So we focus the ads down. The priority is to kill the things like the casters, or the ones that the short version is you kill everything with the exception of the proto drakes, because they're not important. They don't really do much. They're just a fucking pain in the backside. Everything else takes a higher priority on your screen than the proto drakes. That's the way each of the pools work. We bounce all around the room from one side to the other. You just literally need to keep following me in order to know where you're going. You'll hear me calling out to switch sides and all the rest of it. Just keep the DPS up, and that's all we need to do. No, they just literally drop one group on the floor at a time. If multiples end up coming out because we're a bit slow with DPS, I will pick everything up. There will be all the trash needs to get collected at one big spot, and you'll either have somewhere between 3 to 5, or if we're a bit slow in DPS, it'll be closer to 7 to 10. But we're going to be good with DPS because we've got fucking heavy hitting DPS in amongst us. Cool. Right, everyone on the platform. Right, DK will be on your pool. I'm just waiting for Grinju. Right, so on your pool, mate.
5, 4, 3.
You want to take him up to that back corner first. So back one? Yep, that's it.
Power infusion.
I need to turn him off me.
Spread.
Spread out.
Watch your step.
Stay out the fire.
Special coming.
So whoever's got the special action,
Target you.
I can do this one before I disappear. There you go. You can now take him away. Everyone else come with me. We're now going to go and do the ads.
AoE incoming.
So follow the skull off to the side.
Spread.
Kill the mages
Watch your
first.
step.
Stay out the fire.
One.
Guardian
Special
spirit.
coming.
Power infusion.
Kill off the proto drake next. Why is there still a mage up?
Divine him.
Interrupt 2. Spread. Watch your step. AoE incoming.
Right, we need to go to the other side of the room.
Special coming.
Finish off that last one. Remember what I said, proto drakes go last. They're the least important thing in this.
Spread. Watch your step.
Right, we should be up here next. Should be moving further down, guys.
Mana tide.
Special coming.
So target the one at the side. Your raid frames.
Spread. Watch your step. AoE incoming.
Watch the spinny ball as it comes around. Then the next set of ads is down next to the other one.
Kill ads. Interrupt. Special coming.
Kill the mages first.
Shockwave.
Watch the cone.
Spread.
And then we need to get to the other side of the room. Should be just in front of us.
Special coming. Spread. Watch your step. AOE incoming. Kill ads.
Power infusion.
Okay, click on the raid frame, not the proto Drake. It's the other one, Storm.
Special
And then the
coming.
next one should be down at the door.
Guardian spirit. Power infusion.
Spread. Watch your step.
Mine's the same. It's all the starter gear for
Mages first.
Kill ads.
the end of last season. The stuff you got.
Nice. We're finished here. We're at the other side of the room.
Healing tide.
AOE incoming. Special coming.
Move the
Spread.
debuffs if you can.
Watch your step.
Is it this one? There we go.
Kill ads. Special coming.
How many you got left to do in terms of eggs?
Watch your shockwave.
Okay. Okay. Give me a second.
AOE incoming.
Right, go for the proto Drake.
Shockwave. Kill ads.
Yeah. See ya. Got it.
Spread. Shockwave. Watch your special coming.
Mana tide.
Shockwave.
Out the cone. Next one should be by the door, I believe.
Shockwave. Spread.
Just give me a second.
Watch your
I need
special
to pick this lot up
coming.
first.
AOE incoming.
Again, Hunter's going to misdirect him out to me.
Ancestral guidance.
Kill ads.
Spirit link.
Just give me a second.
Guardian spirit. Power infusion.
Watch your step.
Divine.
CRM.
Power infusion. Haunted.
Spread.
It's not as...
Watch your step.
Because we've lost too many people. It's because there's too much starting on top.
Taunt boss.
Didn't they level up? Happy days.
Frosty, you there?
What about you still what you think?
Right, what we'll do then is...
Or do you want me to stick the film on?
No, because you can run up quicker. If...
I'll be leaving some groups and just make them down the outer.
Thanks. I'll take the boss, DK, if you do the ad group. And... Actually, is Gibby back on? No, it's not. Well, you've got a choice of feast. So how to make sure you eat up. Right, so this time he's going to be following the moon round. You're still with me. So, Frosty, you're with me, Engineer's with me. I will move the groups round about just so that it's easier for you here to heal. Right then, ready to check?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Defensive.
Power infusion.
Spread.
Spread out.
Watch your step.
Right, first set of
Special
eggs.
coming. Target you.
So you should all now be doing the ad group.
AOE incoming.
I'll take this one, Frosty, if you got your side.
Defensive. Spread. Watch your step. Special coming.
Right, go for it. Who's got the ability? One he says.
Defensive. Spread. Watch your step, lads. AOE incoming. Special coming.
The prayer Jacob.
Defensive. Target you.
There's a Drake on us.
Spread. Watch your step.
Still on us.
Taunted.
I think there's actually a bug in it,
Special coming.
and I think I spotted what it
Target
is.
Defensive.
Tranquilizing shot.
No, it's nothing to do with that. Sorry, jumping up here. Or 5.
Spread. Watch your step.
I didn't destroy one of the eggs, but it was cracked on my screen and it disappeared. I think some of the eggs are disappearing and phasing, but not actually.
Defensive. Special coming. Target you.
That's that one done.
Spread. Watch your step.
I'll say Frosty.
Defensive.
Man attack.
Special coming. Target you.
Next set.
Spread. Watch your step. AOE incoming. Lads. Defensive. Special coming. Target
Next
you.
set.
Spread. Watch
And
your
over
step.
for 8. Oh, that's not a good place to go. Got for 9.
Lads. Defensive. AOE incoming. Special coming. Spread. Target you. Watch your step. Defensive.
We'll do this set and then we'll do a set at the door. We've got a Drake up.
Special coming. Spread. Target you.
Frosty, drag that one out.
Taunted.
Just got a notification to say that it's went live.
Defensive. AOE
Ancestral
incoming.
guidance.
Kill ads.
Did you go off the side?
Spread. Watch your special coming. Target you. Defensive.
Do this one. So Frost, if you do that one.
Spread. Watch your special coming. AOE incoming.
Go on, you can pull bigger.
Defensive. Kill ads.
This one might hatch early. Yep. Pull the Drake out.
Watch your step. Special coming.
Taunted.
Defensive. Target you.
Right, that's the last egg. Just finish off that trash
Kill ads.
symbol.
Tranquilizing shot.
Spread. Watch your step. AOE incoming.
So bust yourself out.
Defensive.
I need you to swap me.
Power infusion. Healing tide. Taunted.
Special coming.
Go. So if you're targeted to move out, straight lines.
Spread.
Anti-magic zone.
Watch your step.
Don't stand in the fire.
Taunt boss.
Mana
Bloodlust.
Coming.
Bloodlust.
AOE incoming.
Target yourself and kill it.
Watch your step.
Out the
Defensive.
fire. Swap.
Taunted.
Special coming.
Outwards.
Ancestral guidance.
If it's targeting, you just move straight out. Don't run in circles.
Tranquilizing shot.
Spread. Watch
Move
your
out the
step.
fire.
Taunt boss. Special coming.
Move out. And we're done. Right, so hopefully you've all got your drop optimizers ready. So if there's anything in the list that you need, put the percentage. If not, then click pass.
He's got still level in procs on this thing. Shamrock up to left, so Shamrock's got now procs.
Okay, nothing at all. Here comes that. Yeah, you can have that.
This is reconnecting.
Right, make sure he's all repaired before we fly up. Don't use the Black Drake. There's a good chance it is bugged. Yeah, if you take the Black Drake in this one, normally you get through this centre ring, you get disconnected from the game. When you log back in, you're plummeting your death all the way down that big hole.
You need to clear this full client out, otherwise it's just gonna keep coming.
God, you look so nice towards each other, rather than praising each other and saying, well done for like, fucking really getting that DPS up, guys. Like, that's fucking massively well done. No, let's fucking, if it wasn't for the nerf and the buff, you wouldn't be like that. God, you just need to be so bitter towards each other. Like, why does hatred have to breed hatred with people in here? Like, be nice to people. Yeah, but so is praising people occasionally. Positive feedback. Not fucking trashing each other. Right. If you do not know this fight, if you don't know what this fight entails, go watch a YouTube video whilst I set it up. Yeah, we'll stop for break in a second anyway. I just need to put markers out before we do anything else. Blue. To the moon and back. Yeah, I'm not going to explain anything, but I'm going to take a quick break myself. Right. If anybody needs to go for a pee break, this is your time to do it. 10-minute break before we start this fight. Yeah, mine's the same. It's all the starter gear for the end of last season. The stuff you got pre. Yeah. So I'm just trying to fix camera and stuff. Oh, I've been enjoying drinking Iron Brew. Iron Brew. I've not had Iron Brew. I've been drinking apple juice. %. Guild groups, so 80%. Apart from in dungeons, which is 5%. So 80% of it needs to be. There's the calculator. 11 minus 80%. 'Which leaves room for 2.2. So we can go up to 13 potentially. Right. So the way that we're going to do this for those that are back, sitting at their computers and listening, is we will run this on normal with a full guild group as we currently are. If we find that we're getting close to it and it's just short on a little bit of extra DPS, we will try and bring in 2 DPS. 2 is the only amount that we can bring in for it to still count as a guild group. Reason being is because the raid must be 80% of the guild. And as you start adding in more people, obviously that affects the percentages, which affects whether it counts as a guild run or not. To keep it 80%, maximum we can bring in is 2 with the 11 that we've got in it. Does that make sense to people? Once we've done this fight, and hopefully we get it done pretty soon and quickly, then we will try and do this on Heroic. When we do it on Heroic, I don't care how many people's in it because I'm not interested in the guild achievement at that point. This is to get use your own achievement, which is called Ahead of the Curve. Oh, somebody's got the news on in the background. Oh dear.
I would have went with train spotting, but I don't think it's really worth putting on.
Who doesn't have... Right. If Vinxie and Gringy comes off to the side and sees me a second. If you use one at a time, open your trade window with me.
Right, that's it set up.
Right, you need that. And
4,
who else started trade with it?
2, 1.
Right, I will catch it in the cinema room.
Right, in your bags you will have a Vantage rune. Left click the boss, do not right click him. To select him, open your bag, find the Vantage rune and right click the Vantage rune in your bag. It will give you some additional power. On the last fight, I don't think so. No, I don't need food. No fight. So actually, yeah, no, they did die. Right, break time's up. Ready check. I need to just quickly move groups around. I will do that in a second. I just want to make sure everybody's back first. Gringy, you're on my side. Put Shy to that side. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. And me. My. Okay. Should be the right groups. Right, groups 1 and 3 are going green. 2 and 4 is going purple. During the main part of the fight, for the first part, we use a yellow marker to stand in front of the boss to place the explosions, but also it's where we all congregate for getting knocked into it. That should be the only explanations you need. So 1, 3, green, 2, 4, purple.
Did you go for side?
Ideally, everyone should be using flasks and stuff, and you should all know what flasks you need and have some on you by now, as the end of the season.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Go on, you can pull bigger.
Guardian Power Infusion.
Defensive.
Oh,
Power Infusion.
bombs out. Yellow onto yellow. The other two either side of it.
Breath incoming.
Cone.
Healing Time. Divine Heat.
Taunt boss.
Stand in front of the puddle.
Anti-Magic Zone.
And move out.
We'll use things like Mark Skin as well, Omega.
Bombs out.
Defensive.
Swap.
Taunted. Ancestral Guidance.
Breath incoming.
Cone.
Push back in.
Stand in front of the puddle.
Spirit Link. Anti-magic zone.
Remember, it's a yellow marker that we're aiming for.
Taunt force. Spread.
Remember, dispel your own ring, kick it, do something to get rid of it. If you can't help other people's. Bombs out. Frosty, you've got a bomb on you.
Salvation.
Yeah,
Defensive.
that kind of wiped out half the group.
Push back in.
Just wipe because we ain't got enough DPS to go on the other side.
Knocking back.
Remember to repair before we can back up. So do release, repair, run back.
He's constantly live on procs on this thing. Shamit up to the left, sorry. Shamit's constantly procs.
Yeah. So make sure you pick up combat potions from Zinnia's Cauldron. You can pick up, what is it, 30?
I think it's Twitch itself.
Oh, 40. Make sure you put it onto your action bar so you can physically click it. You can use one just now at the start of the fight and one towards the end because it has a 5-minute cooldown. So you can use 2 in the fight. In fact, you can actually probably use 3 on this fight. So you can do 1 on pool, 1 on the back ads, and 1 on the boss when you come back up.
You need to clear this full client out, otherwise he's just gonna keep coming.
Well, Bloodlust on pool as well.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Go for it.
Bloodlust.
Remember to use your combat potions.
Power
What?
Taunted.
I apologise if I pull it off you, which I have. You'll need to retaunt. Bombs out.
Taunted.
Breath incoming.
Cone. You ready for the puddle?
Taunt force. Push back in.
Mana Tide.
Hulk stack in for the puddle.
Anti-magic zone.
There we go. Why do bombs out?
Defensive.
Swap.
Divine Taunted.
Breath incoming.
Cone.
Push back in.
Puddle. All come stand together.
Anti-magic zone. Guardian Spirit.
Taunt force. Spread.
Vampire
Mostly spread. It doesn't need to be big massive spreads. Bombs out. And off to the sides. 1 to green, 2, 4, purple. Drag you the other side. There you go. Don't stand in the lightning.
Knocking back.
DK, you only do calls on your side because I can't tell when the dragon's going to come through. Move round.
Breath
Power
incoming.
infusion.
Stun. Somebody kick the one on my side. No. That's it. Move round before it comes back through for the flyby.
Breath incoming.
Watch the flyby. Interrupt them. Hop over. How you getting on? Resties hop over and go and help. Omega, stay with me. Back you come. Remember, you need to move to the centre. Do not touch each other when you've got the red and blue markers on you. Stand in the area around or on top of each other. And you need to be tight together. This is an important mechanic.
Phase 2.
So you want to be spread around the platform a little bit.
Spread.
Spread out. Go to the colour that corresponds to you.
Divine him.
No leaping about in this bit.
Anti-magic zone.
Push the DPS. And spread again.
Yeah, I think it's the same. It's all the start.
Power infusion.
The end of last season.
Defensive.
The stuff you
Oh.
got free.
Taunted.
Pushback and
Move into the very centre of the room and keep moving in. That's shoot. Move out with the debuff. Everyone else stand outside it so it doesn't spread around you.
toned force. Spread.
Kick. The one at the back needs done. Here we go.
Pushback in.
Move to centre.
Move to center. Defensive.
Salvation.
Swap.
Spread.
Taunted.
Spread out. Red to red, blue to blue.
Spirit link.
Don't cut through the other groups. Stand in the spirit link so that it comes in, so the blue group move forward slightly. There we go. Combat potion should be up again.
Toned force. Spread.
Ready to kick. 2 bombs left, 1 more. Done.
Pushback in.
Move to centre.
Move.
Because I've got mitigation, use it.
Tranquilizing shot.
There we go.
Symbol of
The spell's out.
Defensive.
Swap.
taunted.
Pushback in.
Move to centre. Doing mitigate if you can.
Phase change.
Ancestral guide.
Right, you see the ad's just about to come up. We need to avoid the orbs that comes out from them. The little ads must not reach the big ad. So they need to be stunned. Alash will start with your stun first. You'll also need to avoid the lightning whenever it's coming through.
Watch orb.
So here's the orbs. Here comes the breath right through the centre.
Power infusion.
Wait for it. Here comes the ads. Stun them. Bust them down. So the little ads need to be done. Don't worry about the boss. Back to the big one.
Watch orb.
Orbs again. Just move around, don't get hit by them. Get ready for the little lads. In fact, everyone move to moon. Is it? No, it'll be little lads. Yeah, it's moon. Everyone moon.
Knocking back. Phase 3.
Everyone goes to the yellow side apart from the tanks. We're 180 degrees to everyone on this side. Do not come onto the side the tanks are on. When you get the debuff on you, move out. We just need to stand slightly apart from each other. Just stand either side this orange marker. You will get hit by a beam. Don't move.
Darn.
Stand still, take it.
Taunt boss.
Vampiric Embrace. Healing Tide. Divine Hit.
The room will get smaller and smaller. Avoid the cone. Move away from the tanks. Come out of the debuff zone. You've got the entire centre to use.
Defensive.
Swap.
Taunted. Ancestral Guidance.
I think I'm going to end the stream because for some reason
Remember, room gets smaller as the fight goes on.
Pushback in.
Move to centre and mitigate.
Darkness. Tranquilizing Shot.
Breath incoming.
Cone.
Power Infusion.
You're going to get hit by it, take it. And we're done. Clean run. Right, he's got a cinematic. Nobody died. It was a full clean run. That was a clean run for everyone. And now do you get why I called for tonight to be what it was, rather than waiting a couple of weeks.
What have they done to you? The dead demands vengeance. All betrayed dragonkind to the Titans. Face our
Catco, we cannot win this fight. We have to get out of here.
If there's one thing I've learned from all the battles I've fought.
what else could we go for?
Unless you're still on the loading screen. Right.
It's one you want a good crowd for.
DK, you with us? Whereabouts are you? It's not showing me. Oh, have you already left the instance? Because I'm still doing loot. Right. Again, that can go to you because then I don't need to delete it. So, nobody needed the clothy boots. Omega? Oh, you've got embellished ones. Right, that gets rid of that stuff. That's the first part done for tonight. So the guild gets it, achievement. Now we get to do the fun part of giving Alash the lead to go back in to get back to that same part because it's his raid ID for heroic. So everyone leave the instance area. So that means walking out through the big portal. Even though it looks like you're back in Valdraken, you're not really, still an instance. Yeah, no, we need to kind of sort out some bits and pieces. Who left the group? Oh, come on. After like that, a big high. We're going to give it a try as a guild run before we start adding pugs. So if you want to do at least one attempt on it. Right. Yeah, I think a few is going to need a couple of minutes just to get organised. Right. Give you lead. So that should give the guild 2 achievements in the last 2 days. It's the first one we've had in about a year. There's not many left for the guild to get, to be fair. Yeah, there'll be more next season, start of the season. How's that? No, we'll try and do it with the 10 that we've got. We'll try and do a 10-man run on heroic with ourselves. Because it is a golden ratio. So the guild for heroic still requires Dathir, Kurog, Broodkeeper and Raz for it to have a guild achievement.
Survival instincts.
Yep. So, Alash, whereabouts are you? Alash? Whereabouts are you?
Dispel tranquility.
Okay, we'll summon you because it's your ID. I need you here first. There's nobody happened to summon? Look, none of you should be inside.
Shockwave. Interrupt. Counter. Shockwave. Knocking back. Interrupt. Shockwave.
So leveling procs on this thing.
Right. Last, first thing you need to do is change the difficulty to heroic. And then you go and step in before everyone else. Let us know once you've phased in. Right, so once you phase out of my screen, then I know you've phased in. Yeah. Do. There it goes. Right, now everyone else can come in. And that takes us straight to the back. So
You need to clear this full kind of area out, otherwise it's just gonna keep coming.
no, it's not that he's asking about. He's asking about what it is. It's causing your slow load times. Right, so that's the first part. Gringy, are you coming, Paul? I see you're still on the channel. Happy days, Paul. That's what we like. Like, done, deleted. Like Mega's priest last night. Warriors of the World. It's a great song, actually. Don't know, elemental chamois are pretty fun. Proc followed by proc followed by proc. Yeah. I was fucking just tossing fireballs and shit about the place. Because they kept procking. Right, Alash, if you give me back lead. Because now we're here, you don't need it. Right, we just need to wait till everybody get out onto the platform. Please make sure you have got flasks with you. Now, a flask is the fucking weird looking potions that you get this time that normally increases primary stats or something. Yeah. Let's have a look at who used combat potions last time. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 out of 11. Who didn't? Yep. Last you could have used 2 brag as well. Oh, you were thinking it was a flask for the cauldron from last season? Yeah, okay. Right, just wait for Gringy, and then we'll kick this off. There's only 2 real differences from what we just done to what we're about to do. The orbs spawn twice. Double kick, double CC, do whatever it is that you use to get rid of orbs. Blood Elves have got the ability called Arcane Torrent. Those that have got it, I am clicking on you just now so that you know what you're looking for. That spell will help get rid of orbs around you. So it won't just do yours, it'll do a few people's. I don't know. But anything that does, anything that is a crowd control or a kick, any kind of stun or removes magic effect will get rid of it. There's fucking loads of stuff. There's no reason why the bombs cannot be getting rid of. We've also got 2 priests who can do the spells. Right then, let's give this a whirl round the park. Yes, we're not changing anything. Bragg, your flask's about to run out in 3 minutes, so you probably want to reapply it. And everyone else is done. So the only folk that don't have flask is Alash, Omega, and I don't know who the last one was, I missed it. Yeah, there probably is. I'll put down a bank. I don't know who needs or uses what, so somebody tell me. Right, so there was one for Hunter. What does healers use? How do we spell it? Element of Chaos. Pick up 2 of them. Stick that down. Right, so trade with you. There's a good chance that a lot of these have got different things depending how you sim. Right, so neck that. Omega. Omega. She just traded with me 2 seconds ago. Well, do you want to take the bloody fast that we just gave you? Right. So the 4 little boxes in front of you, the one for food, the one for the flask, the one for the weapon enchants, should all be filled in. The last one you probably don't have unless you've been doing short supply runs for stuff. So it looks, yes. Yeah, so if you're needing stuff, let us know and we can get this fucking rectified quickly. So one last ready check. The first 3 boxes on that thing that pops up on your screen before you hit ready should all be coloured in. They shouldn't be grey or have any blinds around them. The 4th one, which is augmented rune, you probably don't have unless you have been doing short supply runs like I do. If you don't have any of them, click not ready. Right, so yeah. So yeah, I'd put mines in as well, but I'd pick ones up the other day. Right, so you can't be missing anything. You clicked you're ready. You still listen to music? Is that the problem here? Yes, it is. Stop listening to fucking music. Yeah, that's the only thing that should be missing. Right, so Bragg, since you were one of the ones that's needing stuff, if you can pick up all the stuff for the hunters and allocate it out. I don't remember what you use. Oh, right, okay. Is that what all hunters need? So no triggers. Oh, there is safe rockets. They're on the far right. Second last tab, temporary enchants, right hand corner, temporary safe rockets. There's a stack of 4 of the second level. Remember, you've still got your combat potion from the last time. You should have 38 of them. As soon as Bloodlust goes, combat potion, and then watch for it come off cooldown to reuse it. Hunters ready? Right, let's ready check in. And we're good. Go for it. Bloodlust.
Defensive.
Bloodlust. Haunted. Power infusion.
Remember, you should have all used your combat potion by now. Bombs out. Yellow one into the middle.
Breath incoming.
Cone is right in the centre.
Divine.
Placement.
Defensive. Pushback incoming.
Mana Tide. Anti-magic zone.
Swap with me.
Haunted.
Bombs out.
Taunt boss.
Remember, use your mitigations.
Breath incoming.
Cone.
Salvation.
Pushback incoming.
Marker for puddle.
Spirit Link.
Come in close, Gringy.
Spread.
This is where you need to do this twice. So Arcane Torrent
Defensive.
and kick. One more.
Embrace. Taunted.
Do.
Taunt boss. Incoming.
Yeah. Right, we'll wipe at this. There's not enough to continue.
Breath incoming.
Stand in front of the big cone. And release. For the most part, that actually flows. I think this is a ratio thing though. Yeah, it's just a little bit off on either side. Right, we'll list it and we'll try and pick up some DPS. And a couple of healers. If MD wants to drop out, then this is the time to do so. There'll be no hard feelings, because this might take a little bit of time just to get people in order to get the achievements. And that Rose got absolutely no chance. Right. If... Okay, Paul.
Dispel. Tranquility. Dispel.
Absolutely not. If you want to see how people get selected for groups, if you look at my Twitch stream just now, you'll see the process that most people will use. I would also strongly encourage you as individuals to have the desktop app or add-on called Warcraft Logs and upload logs for things that you do. The better your logs is, the more chance you're getting picked for doing stuff in pugs. So when you're trying to do this on your own throughout the week and you're not with the guild and you're struggling to get into groups, part of the reasons because when they look at you, you just don't look good on paper. And like I said a couple of days ago, it's not a nice thing to find out that you don't look good on paper. But if you're putting together a group, would you really want to take somebody that isn't quite making the mark? I've never done it on either. So if you're looking at it, you'll see things that you look against is things like the damage, looking at all the bosses. You can even hone in on specific bosses to see how well they've done, look where they sit on it. So the best that this person here's done is LFR on the Raz fight as DPS. And on LFR they've done outstanding with 46k. But if you then compare that against what some of the DPS we've just had, that's pretty low. Now granted, that log did come from the 12th of February, so it's hard to then place them now, but same thing. Like you're looking at how well somebody's done. So this one here, the best they've ever done is normal raids. They've never done the first boss, they've never done the last boss, and everything in between, either they done marginally okay, or they were dead. Grey scores represent deads at the end of a raid. This one's signed up as a healer, has only ever played as DPS on LFR. The monk, they've tried doing mythic. On heroic, they were dead. However, it does look like they have actually done pretty well, so we'll bring the monk in. Okay, mate. This has never got past. And it's never done. It's never done.
Interrupt. Dispel.
Countered. Tranquility.
Ads coming. Interrupt. Began.
Divine shield.
How do you get one? What the hell are you talking about? It's not me. So there is music playing in the background of my stream.
Countered.
Oh dear. So as a tank, he's been dead on this fight twice, so he's decided to try and come as DPS. I don't think so.
Yeah, mine's the same. It's always the starter gear for the end of last season. The stuff you got pre. Yeah.
Make sure that people say hi and stuff as folk join. Like, engage with folk. Make them feel welcome. It's a sort of average. We delist that group. Is it 14? 14. Yep, that's all I'm looking for. Also, by delisting your group and relisting it, if it shows that the group's not been up for as long, replaces it on the search bar to be slightly higher. Who's actually in the guild right now?
Let me get used to what you think. It's up to you if you want to keep going. What do you want me to stick the film on? I think it's about that time, is it not? Right. I wonder how long Matty's going to be actually.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be leaving the group so I'm just going to ready out it.
Let's see. No.
I think I've got to end the stream because for some reason that's 3 times now it's PC. Press that.
Yeah.
I'm just about to stick the film on. I just need to access this so that I can access the secondary PC. As soon as I find it.
It's because people notice the end of the season and they want the achievement. It's not fucking really. Right, so anybody that is looking at my stream right now, this is a classic example of somebody who's died and hasn't finished a fight. Even on normal, they were dead. So even when you look at them, it says they've done 8 out of 8 on normal, 2 out of 8 on heroic, but they were dead on most of those kills. They're at best an average player, so nope. They look as if they're doing okay on normal, but they've never done this on heroic. I'll leave him because there's a healer. Again, not really of much value. Also, 390 is a bit low for this fight. He's an average player across the board.
Right, that's it set up. I will catch these in.
So again, somebody that you can see has been dead on most pools within their own raid. So that's a no thanks. How many is actually watching this to understand the logic of how groups are formed now? And how people get picked and deselected? That healer's actually alright. Like I said, it's not a nice way, but if you want to get into groups, you just need to improve. And it's why bracketing is so important. Like you can see here, so somebody in heroic, they're sort of average across the board on heroic, put them into normal, and actually they shine. They'll look fucking really good, they're really tempting to take on normal, but they're not on heroic. And that's the difference that it makes, is having the gear, having the skill and the experience to do it, to be able to move up. And that's one of the reasons why the whole bracketing system will become very useful. Who's that? That was that one. You're not good to me. Again, dead. Say again, mate. Yep. You've still got heroic in between that. So the best way to look at it, see if you look at Discord just now and you can see the voice channels. Tully, Baratheon, Targaryen, Lannister, Stark. Those channels have already been set for the new season. So they've got in brackets what sort of bracket it is to the Mythic Keystone level and the Raid difficulty level.
I think I'll stream back up because I just got a notification to say that it went live. Did you go for the side?
I'm pretty sure I just said no to this guy 2 seconds ago. I did. Mediocre. Let's look at both yous on. Yeah, there's nothing stands out about the two yous that would want me to take yet.
Survival instincts.
Go on, you can pull bigger.
It is also a boring process to try and get enough folk to do this. But again, this is because it's the end of the season and people are not looking to progress, they're looking to get the final achievement.
Dispel.
Tranquility.
Interest.
Counter. Divine shield.
So an example of people that have already had the achievements and moved and gave up on this is folk like Draven and Ribber. Both of them have had the achievement for quite a while, and they get very bored very quickly when we stop progressing and they couldn't do stuff with other people. So they moved on to doing Classic for a bit. Why did you reapply? I do not want you. Let's see.
Counter.
And people can whisper you with as many achievements as they want. Does not make them capable. Yeah, I can't read it because it's in Russian. I kind of get what it's meant to be, but yeah. That Rep Paladin's of absolute no use. He's been dead every time. That's even on normal. The mage, however, is actually not too bad. That's that one. Come back to them. Same hunter, same response. Mediocre. Can't track because they've turned off their API. Probably because they don't get picked for things. Mediocre. Nope.
I think it's Twitch itself.
Nope. Right, he's actually not too bad. And it gives us the buff. Went for a warrior and an evoker.
You need to clear this full knight out, otherwise he's just gonna keep coming.
Nope.
Counter. Tranquility.
No, interesting thought. Yeah, no worries, mate.
Divine shield. Roar.
Because it's Matty. So the tank. Oh, sorry. This guy has selected. I can tank. I can heal. I can DPS. I can do everything. Oh, and here's my achievement for ahead of the curve. Yeah. He is the one person, if you ever trying to get into a group, that you definitely do not take. See, that is actually such a bad analogy of that saying, because the full phrase is a jack of all trade, is a master of none, but it's better to be a master of. It's better to be a master of none. Is better to be a master of only one. That was it. So a jack of all trades is a master of none, but it's better than being a master of one. So a tradesman will only specialise in one skill, whereas a jack of all trades is actually very helpful and very good because they can do a bit of everything because they never learn to specialise in one thing only. That heals have absolutely dogged off it. Let's have a look at the trio. So that's one DH. He's meant to be the better one out of them. That's a second DH. Let's have a look at the Raz fight. Nothing. He might actually be okay. But their pals are absolutely useless. You'll also find if you're trying to sign up to groups as a group of like 2s and 3s, when you look at folks' scores, a lot of time you'll find that one's far better than the other, and you won't take them all. Yeah. Like I said, it is sort of the end of the season. It is hard to find groups at this point. He's actually looking pretty decent across the board, apart from he died on normal Raz. I'll come back to him. Not a chance. He's only an average healer at best. He's been dead in most raids. Will not survive the encounter with their eye level.
Them to level up. Happy days.
408, so that's recently. And they're only doing 40k DPS. Normal.
Do you want me to stick the film on? It's about that time, is it not?
It's a bit better. So at least they're finishing it.
He's got to be actually.
Doesn't even finish it.
Since Mego's already out it. Yeah, I'm 61 in a bit.
Yeah, I'm thinking that. If we go for a 2-3, what do you think? 2-2-6?
I think I'm going to end the stream because for some reason that's 3 times now it's DC'd.
No, you can get doing. You can do a 2-3-9. Yeah, which is a sort of there's sort of different breakpoints. It's either you go
I'm still going to stick the film on.
2-2-6, 2-3-9, or 2-3-10. And then the one after that is so every person counts for 20%. Yeah. On normal, she's actually done really fucking well. That means taking a shitty pal with him. Rolling for 1. No.
Maybe not. It's not detecting it. No. It's got an error code.
Actually, balance the hunters out.
Investigate that one. What else could we go for? I would have went with train spotting, but I don't think it's really worth putting on. It's one you want a good crowd for. This one? Right, that's it set up.
Pretty sure he's been fucking persistent.
I will catch you in the cinema room for I will start.
What's today's date? So they only just finally got, well, they done it a couple of weeks ago, well, months back. But he done normal yesterday. And his DPS hasn't really been up much. Now, apart from being dead on that one, the Evoker actually doesn't look too bad. In single target fights, he's actually done pretty well. Apart from his gear being low, he's got to be hard to heal. Well, a run takes about 10 minutes. So, if you want to wait, we're looking for one good DPS right now. Yeah, yeah.
Did you go for side?
Survival instinct.
Go on, you can pull bigger.
Dispel.
Tranquility.
Dispel.
Countered. Divine shield.
Interrupt.
Yeah, so even though their gears went up, and fucking plenty of hunters to pick from.
We'll use things like part skin as well, Omega.
Well, that one's a definite no.
Dispel.
Counter.
Interrupt.
So one good DPS, that's all it needs.
Shockwave. Interrupt.
Low geared.
Knocking back.
Yeah, he's just coming up. He's trying to fucking get as quick as he can before the end of the season.
Shockwave.
Somebody's working on the principle of that's my ult.
Interrupt.
He's constantly live on procs on this thing. Shammy up to the left, sorry. Shammy's constantly procs. It says reconnecting. I think it's Twitch itself.
Excellent. No. That was just waiting for one good DPS. No, let's stop to give it a bash.
You need to clear this Falcon area out, otherwise he's just gonna keep coming.
So the thing that you can see just now is causing people turn off their API, which you can do on the Blizzard website. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, we all know him as Anonymous because when he first came to the guild, that's what he was.
Dispel.
I'm trying to think where he first played. He was a rogue. Yeah.
Tranquility.
He doesn't really come out to Discord anymore.
Ads coming. Interrupt. Began.
Divine shield.
Yeah, I already knew about it.
Roar.
Right, what do you think? Take the red Paladin and fucking give it a bash. Oh, hopefully. Alright. Doing better.
Counter.
What's that? It's part of the whole fucking joke of 2 seconds, I'm trying to stop my face here. How do you hide a tauren on a cherry tree? Paint its hoofs red.
Yeah, mine's the same. It's all the starter gear for stuff you got pre. Yeah.
Right, we're going for this then.
5, 4, 3,
Bloodlust and pool, combat potions at the packet. Go for it.
Bloodlust.
defensive,
Swap.
Taunted.
You probably need to pull it back off me in a second though. Bombs out.
breath and
Go on, make way for the centre.
Healing tide. Divine him.
You ready for pushback? Let me go stop standing in the shit.
push back in,
Everyone come stand together for the pushback.
Anti-magic zone.
You need to come round to be the same bit as us. Bombs out.
defensive,
Taunted.
breath
Salvation.
incoming,
Go on. It's off to the side.
push back in,
You ready for pushback?
Spirit link.
relax, spread,
Remember, this is a double kick this time.
taunt boss,
Ancestral guidance.
Use healing potions if you've got them, if you need to.
defensive,
Swap.
push back in,
Huddle.
Mana tide.
breath incoming,
Cone. Bombs out.
Power infusion.
taunt boss,
Let me get used to what you think.
spread,
And again, kicks.
push back in,
It's up to you if you want.
Huddle as well. Move round. There's a bomb about to go off at the side. And that was going to be a changeover. Yep.
knocking back,
How long back it's going to be actually.
phase change,
We'll be leaving some groups, so maybe we're ready out it.
Your end was inevitable.
Yeah, 61 and a bit. Right. Well, enjoy that. That gets up later. Right, to sort out the film. I think I'm going to end the stream because for some reason that's 3 times now it's DC'd. Press that. Yeah, I'm just about to stick the film on.
Appreciate your patronage.
I just need access this. So I can access this.
I'm just sorting out my crumbs. I don't think we're going to get enough people to do this tonight. I think the short version is we leave the raid where it is. For those that wants to go and do keys, it goes and does that. I know the Shy, you were a couple of points short of getting them out, were you not? Has she got it now? Ah, yeah. So Omega's about 100 odd points short. He's literally, if anybody that's here wants to get the mount that hasn't for doing mythics, you have got this week and next week, and that's it. In order to do it. It can be done. Look, I've done it with people in the past. Let's see, what's this guy like? Actually, let's bring that chamois in. We'll give it one last go.
I would have went with train spotting, but I don't think it's really worth putting on. It's when you want a good.
So he wants an invite but then declines it.
This one work?
I mean, you can sit and take half these people with you and do progress runs. What we're trying to do is get a kill rather than a progress run. Progressing's what you do as a guild. Yeah. Right. What we'll do then, let's say, we'll park up at that for tonight. The next guild event is not Monday, so Wednesday, which is down as Rain. We've already got the normal one out of the way. We will try and get this on Wednesday on Heroic. We'll start off with this. If anyone would like to form a raid group and find out how much stress is involved in running events and all the rest of it, to get a bit of appreciation for the amount of work that I put in and other officers put in, then you are more than welcome to give it a try. At the end of the day, we all work to the same end goal, and if you want to try and experience what it's like in the day of a life of setting up all this shit, you're more than welcome to give it a try. Right, we'll start off with feedback then from Omega. Zinnia. Okay. Binksy.
I'm going to stream back up because I was getting a notification to say that it was went live. Did you go off the side?
Shy. DK.
Survival instincts.
Well, you could pull bigger.
Brag.
Dispel, dispel.
Tranquility.
Alash.
Counter. Divine shield.
Interrupt.
Nothing at all. Not even well done to your people. Jeez, you really are so negative towards each other. DPS racing, nothing good. My points then is obviously it's really good that we did get the Rise fight. When we take a tiny break from doing Rise on normal as a guild a couple of weeks back, my point was for folk to get into doing keys more. That's why we changed the guild format so that folk would do more keys, get better gear, and then it became an easier fight. And that paid off tonight, so that's good. So another one ticked off the list. There is a lot happening with the guild in the background. It is the end of a season. It is a really boring time in the game. It is hard to find groups. It's hard to get into groups because all the people that are currently wanting to do things like heroic or other raids are mostly people that are playing alts because it's the end of a season. So they're trying to get achievements on their alts and stuff before the start of the next season. And it's just one of those times where things will start to slow down. However, I do take on the point about Zneers about going doing the rest of the raid rather than waiting about. So what we might do then is on Wednesday is we'll start the raid on heroic, on normal, we'll push through it, and we'll just bring people in as we're going around each of the bosses and build it up until we get to Raz, and then there's more people in it by the end up. So it means that we're still progressing through, there's still a chance of getting some gear, and then there's still a chance of getting to the Raz fight and finishing it off. If not, next week is the alternate raid week for the Sunday, so if we don't get to it by the end up on Wednesday, then Sunday we'll pick up the raid at the back end of it, because there's 2 raids next week anyway. For anybody who does need help to get to 2000 rating, I am willing to help. I am willing to push folk through to get the rating by targeting specific dungeons with you if you're needing a tank, and try to kind of combo it. So if any of you really are passionate about getting them out for the end of season 1, let us know. I will be doing it as of tomorrow because this is one of the last weeks to be able to get this week's rating. I won't be able to do it tonight. And then it means that you've got 2 full weeks to be able to get the rest of your rating from. It doesn't make you say that I'm going to carry you through high-end keys. It'll be very strategically done to pick out the levels that you need on the keys that you need. And if there's anybody else that's in here that wants to help out, it'd be greatly appreciated, because the more that we can pull in together, the quicker we can run them, the quicker we can get folk through it. At the end of the day, most people here have put in time, effort and energy, whether it's somebody like Omega, who's a healer and hasn't managed to progress into the higher bracket yet, which is through no fault of her own. It's because a lot of times she's trying to do other stuff for other people. Then it's time to start playing as a guild and start playing as a community and helping each other out. So keep that one in mind. Other than that, I'm pretty content with everything. Is anybody got anything that they'd like to ask or add before we finish off? Nobody? Okay. Anyone else? The only last thing that I'm going to say is to do with some of the guild achievements. we do need a minimum of 10 people to get some of the guild achievements. They don't really do much for the guild. It just looks nice and it's good to get achievements. Everyone likes to see sparkly things pop up on the screen. So if there is at points on a raid night, 10 people, we may ask that you come along, knock off one of the achievements, which shouldn't take too long, and then we'll continue into normal raiding. Or if we get to a point like we are tonight, where things aren't really going anywhere, and there's 10 people, if you're happy to stay along, tick off a couple of niceties, and also some transmog gear for yourselves, it'd be greatly appreciated. Other than that, thank you everyone for your time, your effort and your patience. I do appreciate it, and hopefully you enjoy the rest of your evening. Right, if the rest of you want to jump up to King's Landing and enjoy yourselves and work out what you're doing for there. You want to grab me just now then, mate? I'll just I will put you there. Right, give me 1 second because I just need to switch to my other PC. Don't know what the audio is on it. We'll do that button and that one. 2 seconds. Is MD there?
Well, you could pull bigger.
Actually, that's what Vince was just talking about, time walking on alts. So, we never finished off Frosty. We called it because we couldn't get enough people. It's the end of the season. Not going to get enough folk all the time. Yeah, I need to do the same. I've got like, all those characters at 60, like that Shammy, and I've got Warlocks and everything. I've got one of everything. And the only two that are at 70 is my Warrior and my Paladin. I've kind of like benched the rest. Ooh, there's a good film on the cinema right now. What's the trick? Really? Professions now give XP? Not when that got handy then. I know that gathering professions gave XP. Oh, actually, hang on. Dragonflight's changed it by the looks of it. Dragonflight leveling 60 to 66 in 30 minutes. And that must be something to do with professions. Hang on a minute. So, currently, characters with herbalism and mining profession skills get a little extra by picking herbs and mining. Oh, so I already knew about that. And Dragonflight crafting professions will give experience bonus for its first time crafts, meaning that leveling players can benefit from crafting professions whilst leveling. Now this may many levels you to faster, blah 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 blah. So gain experience using professions in Dragonflight. Items crafted through crafting professions for a first craft bonus. This experience gains from the first craft. So you can't spam items, but you get between 4 and 6% experience. 5.33 at 61 on the beta. It's a nice little boost. Level up your professions in Dragonflight. Yeah, so it's essentially any of the professions in Dragonflight. So as long as it's Dragonflight 60 and above, you also need to be 60 to pick up the profession. And as long as it's first time craft of that item, you'll gain XP. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's quite interesting. I never realised that was a thing. I mean, this post was done on last year, November last year. Guess what I'll be doing with all my alts? even with time walking, like if you can manage to craft all the way up to 66 without having to step through into the dungeon, then you've only got 4 bloody levels on time walking to do. So yeah, bonus points. That's a good find, mate. That's a good find. Right. On that note, ladies and gents, I am going off because I need to get food. And for those that are interested, the current film that's playing on the cinema, which will be probably near finished, is Gangs of New York. Yeah, an amazing film. Well, if you look on Discord in the cinema section, you'll see it says now playing, and that's the current film that's playing on the cinema room under Plex. All you do is jump into the cinema room, click on a Plex, click to watch the video feed, and you can watch whatever film I have got streaming. It's a complete random pick. Yeah, it really is. It's an amazing film. I'm actually about to go and watch it downstairs. Right, I'm going to drop off, guys, but have a good night. Right, I'll leave it. Do you like the lights? They go vroom, vroom, vroom. I need to set it up so that it does commands, you can change the colour. I need to give me time to do that though. Close that. No, not really. I would come up with a reset button, but I don't think it would work too well. Like, it'd take me all my time to do that. I actually would like to try and get a bot command that actually allows me to do it, but I can't find a bot that will allow me to control Plex yet. Unless we know somebody can build one. But I've got enough projects. But anyway, enjoy the rest of your evening, ladies and gents, and hopefully you have a good night. Take care and stay safe.